who will actually now be giving the Ambassadorial United Nations address to the students. A woman of compassion and caring, Queen Mother Dr. Delois Blakely champions the aspirations of women, children, and youth. She criticizes mankind for the economic injustice that has degraded billions of lives worldwide and champions education, basic training, microcredit, entrepreneurship, and heart as potential solutions. A community fellow 1981 to 1982 at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, an education policy fellow 1982 to 1983 of the International Education Leadership, IEL, a Fulbright scholar in Tanzania and Nigeria from 1984 to 1985, Queen Mother Dr. Delois Blakely received 2 Master of Education degrees from Harvard University in 1983 and a Doctorate of Education degree from Teachers College, Columbia University in 1990. She graduated from the Franciscan Handmaids of Mary College in 1965 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Religious Studies. She has published scholarly and popular books and articles on self-reliance, education, recreation, and culture. Queen Mother is easily one of my greatest mentors, I would say, because of the way in which she does champion for youth being involved at the United Nations. And I'm so grateful for her being able to assist me and lead me to the role that I have now as co-chair for the United Nations Department of Global Communications Youth Steering Committee. Without her, as well as the leadership of Dr. Diane, I would not be here. And so I really want to thank her as well as Chancellor again, as always. All right, Queen Mother, we actually have her on the line right now. So Queen Mother, if you could please unmute yourself so that way we can be able to hear you and have you give your ambassadorial address on behalf of the UN. Thank you.
First of all, I want to say good morning. It's such a beautiful day for your graduation. And in the spirit of our ancestors and the God force within all of you, what a beautiful day it is that you're being elevated on this day. What a day. I'm just returning from the United Kingdom and from the Royal Court of Your Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. And I was invited of my subjects, of the Africans of the diaspora that are living in the UK or they're living in Europe. On Africa Day, as Cairo was addressing the United Nations for International Day celebration throughout the world, Queen Mother had to make a decision where to be, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, or Istanbul, Turkey, or at the United Nations, or in Manchester, London, or again, the UK, United Kingdom. The Creator God was able to steer me, which God steers all of us, in the direction we should walk and to go.
Yes.
So we must always listen and adhere to the God we serve and the God we love and the God that loves us back. That is that force greater than yourself. I'm speaking to the graduate students as you're being elevated on this day, on God's day. Can you imagine where you're going to go? Where would this education lead you when you see today decreed of this degree upon you? Where are you going? Are you ready? Are you ready to run the world? And as Queen Mother say to students, that I do mentor from all over the world. Use your innate gifts well. God has endowed you with an intellect as you pursue your career through intellectual properties of collection of who you are. Your innate gifts, only God, the creator, the divine force, can give you. Use them for the glory of God. As I said in Manchester, in the UK, at the 70th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth, at the age of 96 years old, in her royal leadership, and something came out of her mouth, the word future.
Yes.
Future. And I said, my God and my all, the kingdom of God waits for her as he waits for me. And so in the kingdom of God, as I stood there, where the Creator placed me at this time in my life as an elder. Yes, I am over the age of 80, still learning, still being educated, still moving, and still running. I say that to you graduates as a footnote in history. 1 billion people watching a human being. I look for 1 trillion and 1 trillion and 1 trillion, looking for the reflection of God himself. And you as students must always think of the elevation of God in your life through your senses, through your divine talents and skill bank that have to be unlocked within you of sharing and serving others. As Queen Elizabeth, and as I spoke to many of our subjects and was around those who were very close to her and still close to her, tell me, what is her strength? Who is she sitting on a throne in Europe? What does that mean to Queen Mother in her royal court in Harlem, where her children, Lady Di, where her children, Charles, who's supposed to be the next king, and his wife, Camilla, where her grandchildren, Harry and Meghan, can't get enough of my royal court in Harlem. God has endowed us, as I said to the world, and it was documented. In 1993, we come from great kings and queens on 125th Street, a street now named after Dr. Martin Luther King. I say to you graduates, study history, do your research as you move on in your leadership role, scholarly to the world. Study, always study. You will never end up studying enough. Let the disciplines roll from you and from your mind and consciousness of life, because God has placed you in leadership roles to serve and to share. And I just want to say, as I leave you, I'm on my way to the United Nations to report after returning. And then the Creator may have me out again into Africa, spreading the news of the kingdom of Kush, And I want you to go out to understand the work of what Queen Mother is doing from Wall Street, where my ancestors were sold. They were sold as cattle, sold as beef, sold as animals on Wall Street. And I am on Wall Street for a purpose and a reason. And I want you to study in the energy of the kingdom of Kush. We are still students until the day the reflection of life has been moved from us and becoming the ancestors and left in our footprints that God has destined through scholarly approach of learning. Become a lifelong student with all your degrees, get them all in every discipline that exists. As I keep saying, Queen Mother, you haven't finished that law degree that you started, that business of Sloan School, law school accepted at Columbia University. Queen Mother, you haven't finished it. It's right down the street. Move your brain from left to right. Become a lifelong student for the creation of fulfillment of your life. And I would say to all of you, stay on the sacred path of life. And I say thank you for allowing Queen Mother to enter into your celebration today. And Queen Mother will say to you, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Blessings to all of you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Queen Mother. Thank you. And I know, as you always say, you are running fast, and I hear always running fast. But that being said, I do encourage everyone, as she speaks, I saw people writing down notes. I saw some notes in the chat. I also was writing down notes as well. It's important that we use every opportunity to learn, to be able to grow, because if you're not learning, you're stagnating.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I want you all to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And stay tuned. We have some more messages that follow. I'd love to see you tomorrow morning, as we do have our God Success Teach and Pray every day. And I look forward to seeing you next week on our Wednesday Icon Talk. Thank you.